Hello, in this video we want to solve this question. This question is from ISLM model macroeconomics. The question is part A. What will be the shape of the LM curve if money demand does not depend on income? Part B. Discuss the impact of monetary and fiscal policies using ISLM diagram in this situation. The solution. What is LM curve? The LM curve shows combinations of income, which is denoted by Y, and real rate of interest, which is denoted by R. R is expressed in percent. So that money market is in equilibrium. The LM curve shows the combinations of income and rate of interest so that money market is in equilibrium. The demand for money depends on two things: income and rate of interest. Money demand depends on two endogenous variables. What are these two endogenous variables? These are R and Y. Therefore, money demand MD, money demand equals to L of R comma Y. L, this is the money demand function. Money demand function. Now money supply. Let it make real money supply. Real money supply is M by P, where M is nominal money supply. Hence in equilibrium, M by P equals to L of R comma Y. This is the equation of the LM curve. Equation of the LM curve. What is L? L is liquidity and M is money. L stands for liquidity, M stands for money. This is the equation of the LM curve. But according to the question, money demand does not depend on income. That means in this case, MD is only function of R. MD is only function of R. Therefore, in equilibrium, M by P equals to L function of R. Now, M, P both are exogenous variables or parameter. M and P both are exogenous variables or parameters, and these are constant in the ISLM model. These are constant in the ISLM model. Therefore, the left hand side of the equation is constant. Therefore, the left hand side of the equation is constant. Therefore, L of R is constant. Hence, we can solve R in terms of M by P which is constant. Hence, we can solve R in terms of M and P. Now, M and P both are constant, therefore R equals to a constant. That means the shape of the LM curve is horizontal. Along the vertical axis, we are measuring R. Along the horizontal axis, we are measuring Y. Since R is a constant, therefore LM curve is a horizontal straight line. Since R is constant and money demand does not depend on income, money demand does not depend on income, LM curve is horizontal. This is the answer of the first part. Now we will do the second part. Impact of monetary and fiscal policy. Suppose we consider expansionary monetary policy. Expansionary monetary policy. Due to expansionary monetary policy, the LM curve shifts down. That means when money supply increases, the LM curve shifts down. When central bank increases money supply, LM curve shifts down from LM1 to LM2. I am drawing the curve here. On the horizontal axis, we are measuring income Y. On the vertical axis, we are measuring rate of interest R. Now, LM curve shifts down. This is LM1 and this is LM2. Shifts down. Now, the I's curve is downward sloping. I is investment, is savings. I's curve is downward sloping. E1 is the initial equilibrium point. E2 is the final equilibrium point, and the economy moves from E1 to E2. Output increases from Y1 to Y2. Rate of interest falls from R1 to R2. I's curve shows the goods market equilibrium condition. I stands for investment, S stands for saving. I's curve is downward sloping. Due to increase in money supply, the economy moves from E1 to E2. Due to increasing money supply, the economy moves from E1 to E2, and equilibrium output increases from Y1 to Y2, and equilibrium rate of interest decreases from R1 to R2. Equilibrium rate of interest decreases from R1 to R2. This are the impact of expansionary monetary policy. Rate of interest decreases from R1 to R2. This is the impact of expansionary monetary policy. Now we will do the fiscal policy, expansionary fiscal policy. Due to expansionary fiscal policy, IS curve shifts rightward. Due to expansionary fiscal policy, IS curve shifts rightward. I am drawing the graph. On the vertical axis, we are measuring R. On the horizontal axis, we are measuring Y. First, I am drawing IS curve. This is IS1. Due to expansionary fiscal policy, it shifts from IS1 to IS2. In this case, LM curve is horizontal. This is the LM curve. The economy moves from E1 to E2. Output increases from Y1 to Y2. And rate of interest remains constant at R1. The equilibrium point of the economy moves from E1 to E2. Equilibrium level of output increases from Y1 to Y2 and there is no crowding out effect. Why? Because rate of interest remains constant. Equilibrium interest rate remains constant at R1. Since R remains constant, equilibrium rate of interest remains constant, there is no crowding out effect. Since equilibrium rate of interest remains constant, there is no crowding out. Hence, fiscal policy is fully effective. Hence, fiscal policy is fully effective. Then what is the conclusion of the answer of second part? The impact of monetary and fiscal policies using isolate diagram. In this situation, both fiscal and monetary policies are effective. The conclusion of the second part of the question is both fiscal and monetary policies are effective in raising output. I hope everybody understood the solution of this question. That's it for this video. Thank you.